Welcome back to the Hot Wheels Mama's Fam talk show. My channel is about cerebral palsy because I myself have cerebral palsy and I want to help those who have disabilities. Understand, just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can't live a productive life, because you absolutely can. Now, for those of you that are new here, my channel is about cerebral palsy again. Um, if you are just browsing, welcome. And if you have just come across the Hot Wheels Mama's Fam talk show, welcome. I apologize that I had to end the last video that I had done. This is why I came right back on. Um, but what I was trying to explain to you is, just because you have a disability doesn't mean somebody has the right to tell you you can't accomplish your dreams. Yes, you may need help with certain things, but it doesn't mean that you can't accomplish a dream. Look at me when I was younger. Sorry, my eye was itching. When I was younger, my dream was to go to college, to become a lawyer, to help people. And then I didn't finish school, so I didn't get a chance to become that lawyer that I always wanted to be. Instead, I became a mother to two awesome, beautiful children, and I couldn't ask for anything better. Now, back to what I'm saying. What I'm going to say to you is not towards you. Everything that I'm telling you has happened has happened to me, or it's going to happen. For an example, I'll give you an example. And this is why I tell you guys never to give up when it comes to your medical problems. Don't give up at all, no matter what it is. But I'm going to give you an example. I went to see my fiance a couple years ago from where he's from. And the one wheelchair I was using didn't have a feet on it. Well, in the process, I broke my knee. It was nobody's fault. I just knew I broke my knee. I know, because it didn't feel right. It wasn't a cerebral palsy thing to me, because I can deal with my cerebral palsy aches. Well, my fiance ended up taking me to the ER, and they weren't going to give me nothing. Because at the time, they didn't think I broke my knee because it was swollen, so they couldn't tell if I broke my knee or not. But the way that it bent, I just knew I broke it. Well, after seeing my fiance for 2 months. I came back to where I'm from, and I went to doctor after doctor, which told me I had a strain in my knee. No, I know. I'm sorry. I know what a strain is, and this was no strain. And then they did the steroid injections. That didn't work. He tried to burn the nerve. That didn't work. So then they sent me to a orthopedic trauma doctor. And he's listening to my story. And his student nurse he had looked at me and said, "You only came in here for popping pills." I looked at her, I said, "Are you crazy?" But of course, my mouth, I didn't say that. I said, "Are you crazy? I don't even like doctors." And she said, "Well, then why are you here then?" I said, "Because there's something wrong with my knee. I don't know what it is, but I know there's something wrong with my knee. It doesn't feel right, and I know there's something wrong with my knee." And so then they tried to tell me, excuse me, then they tried to tell me it was my cerebral palsy. No, thank you, try again. See what you come up with next. Well, we can't think of anything else, so we're gonna send you to the pain management clinic. I did that for about a week. Didn't last. It was supposed to numb your nerves to where you don't feel that part of the pain anymore. Didn't work, so I went back to my orthopedic and told him, "We need to get an MRI." No, we don't need to get an MRI. You just strained your knee. Okay, keep on thinking that. For 2 years straight, I was in and out of this doctor's office. Finally, one day, I don't know what clicked in his head, but he said to me, "Let's get an MRI done." So we get the MRI done, the images come back, and he says to me, this is the wonderful part. He said to me, "No medicine could help what you did." And I said, "Well, what did I do?" And he goes, "You broke your knee." I said to him, "Didn't I tell you there was something wrong with my knee?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "We could have avoided all of this if you just went and did the MRI in the first place. If you just did what I asked you to do, and you have the power to override my insurance with that, if you just did what I told you to, this could have been fixed 2 years ago." And he goes, "Well, what do you want me to do?" I said, "The only thing that will stop that pain from happening anymore is if we make my leg straight. And he goes, well, I don't want to do a knee replacement because you're too young. And he goes, I could put a long bar in it. But the problem with that is if I need to take it out, it's a pain in the neck to get out. So he said the last option that we can do for you is fuse your hips. Fuse your knee. So we went with that option. Knowing that I'm going to have a fixator on my leg. I already knew this before I went into surgery. Knowing that I was going to have a fixator on my leg for 10 to 11 months. I do not recommend this surgery for anybody. And the roommate that I used to have, she told me not to get it. But I had no choice because I broke my knee. Yes, I have some arthritis issues from it. Yes, my knee is still deteriorating. But that goes along with old age and the type of disability I have. And I know the name of it, but I don't know exactly what involves with it from detail to detail. I know I have muscle spasms. I get muscle spasms all the time. I have back pain all the time. And I have hip pain all the time. So, if there's any more surgeries that I have to do and it's not life-threatening, I'm just gonna wait to do it. Because I am tired of being a pincushion. So I decided not to get surgeries unless the problem gets worse or if it's life-threatening. Because if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, and you watch my later videos where I tell you I hate doctors and I hate surgeries, I really do, guys. I spent a summer in the hospital by myself. As a matter of fact, I think it was almost a year I spent in the hospital. Yes, I was able to go home on the weekends, but during the week, I didn't want to be there. I wanted to be like a regular kid should be. Yes, I have cerebral palsy. I understand that. But if the type that I have causes me not to be able to walk, yes, I can speak. I can use my right hand. Not my right hand. See, because my right hand is like this. But if I use my left hand, and it's on the correct side of my body, which would be the left part of my body, I can pick up cups, I can eat myself. I don't have to have anybody to help me eat or anything like that. So what I'm telling you is before you guys or anybody make a final decision, and before you make that final decision, make sure you get the answer that you're looking for, because sometimes the doctors are wrong and you are right because you know your body. You try all the medicine you want, but I guarantee you, if the pain has gone in a way in 2 months' time for me, then there's something wrong. They even told me to keep a chart after they did the after they did the burning of my nerve. They tried to tell me to keep a chart, and I looked at them. I said, it ain't gonna work. Not even 2 hours after that, my knee started burning. And they're like, well, your knee shouldn't burn like that. That nerve blocker that we gave you should have worked. Oh, honey, I'm sorry it didn't work. So then that's when we went back to my orthopedic doctor. And then he agreed to do the MRI. It was not easy for me to get this surgery. Not only was it painful, all my life I could bend that leg and knowing that I would never be able to bend that leg once again. Or never again. I cried. And you may say, why you cry? That's just silly. I felt like I was giving a part of me up. Yes, I can't walk, but I can still stand. And that leg used to help make me walk. When somebody would hold me from behind, my leg was strong enough for me to stand there for a couple minutes. And then it got to be like 15 minutes that I would stand. And every time somebody would hold me, I would push myself even longer. They could even let go for a second, and I would just stand there. It was like teaching a newborn baby how to walk. Well, they were teaching me how to stand. And once I felt safe with the person, they could let go for me for a couple seconds. And I'd just be standing there. Could I do that today? My guess is absolutely not. Although I haven't tried it since I've had my knee surgery. And I'm almost scared to try it because if I fall on that knee again, I'm breaking my knee again. So My point of doing this video today, if you know your body best, and if your body keeps hurting, then go to the doctor and see what he can do for you. And if that doesn't work for you, go back to him one more time and see if you can get the answer that you want. And if you still don't get the answer that you know is incorrect, you may not know what it is, but you know it's incorrect, then go for a second opinion. And if you have to, go for a third opinion. It only took me a second opinion because I listened to my body. I didn't ignore my body. And I'm trying to get back to that point where I don't ignore my body. I do the things that I need to do to help my body. My body can give me the signs, but it's up to me to help my body, whether I'm going to go through this or not. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video today. It was a pretty long one, which I never hardly do any long ones. My second video today will not be live. And I don't know what I'm going to talk about for the second video. I'm just going to wing it like I always do. But when I wing it like that, you guys always get a longer video from me. I don't know why. I guess I just have a lot to say and to get off my chest. But yeah, always look out for yourself. Just don't settle for one doctor. If you have to, go to multiple doctors and get them to listen to you. In my experience being an adult, and if you are an adult, coming to this channel, don't take an adult with you. And if you have to, leave them out in the waiting room, because then you will get the doctor to listen to you. If you have somebody with you, I noticed this. They tend to talk to the person you're with instead of you, and you're the patient. And that is what annoys me the most. When doctors don't listen to me, and I'm the one that schedules everything, and I don't mind the person being there. But I just noticed for myself that every time I have somebody with me, minus my fiance, they talk to me because they realize, hey, she's got this. She can, she can do this. And that's what image I wanted for myself from the beginning. I wanted them to see me and not see the person that came with me to the doctor. They only came with me for one thing: secure, because the doctors always be trying to act funny, be like, oh, do you have this help? Right there he is. But other than that, I do all the phone calling for myself. I'd call the insurance company for myself if need be. I don't do nothing that an able-bodied person can do. I make all my phone calls. I contact my doctors when they need to be contacted. I fill my own meds. I make the appointments to go to my doctors, because I use a special bus. So they come and pick me up for my doctor's appointments. And if I need them to take me to Walmart or something, they'll take me to Walmart, but you have to pay for those kind of trips, like Walmart if you want to go to the mall. But they don't charge you very much. For me, it's no more than $10. Well, I say $11 because of the change. But it's no more than $11 for me. It all depends where I'm going. Like, the lowest trip that I go is our local store, and that costs $3.90, I believe, each way. So, but for the doctors, they don't charge me anything. So, like I said, guys, I hope my videos help you. I really do appreciate you guys allowing me to come into your home and share my story with you guys. I love to share my story with you guys. I love to interact with you guys. That is why I tell you to think of some videos that you want me to do. Whether it be a challenge. Guys, I love challenges. I always have. So whatever videos you think of, drop them in the comments below. And I will read your suggestions and try to figure out a way that I can do the challenge and then tape it for you guys. Because if I can't do it, I'm going to come straight out and tell you I couldn't accomplish this. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you I tried several different ways before I realized that I couldn't do it. And I'm going to keep on working on it until I get where the progress needs to be. I love challenges. I love doing makeup tutorials for you guys. And the reason I love doing a makeup tutorial for you guys is because then you get to see how things work for me. then you get to see how I do things. Not only do I like talking to you guys, I like talking to you more about things, but I also want to show you things. So if there's things that you want me to show you that you think I can or can't do, I might just show you the progress one day. Well guys, I'm going to end my video here today. But before I do that, I want to remind you, if you have not already done so, and you would like to become part of the Hot Wheels Mama's Fam Talk Show, and then become the Hot Wheels Mama's Fam stars, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload new videos. Please make sure you tell your family and friends to subscribe and hit that notification bell if they want to know more about cerebral palsy. You can come to this channel and subscribe, and again, please make sure you share, like, comment on all of my videos, the ones that you can, because it helps the channel. It gets to other people when you share it. And some people may need to hear my story or our story. That's why I encourage you to come on here and leave me a message and say, I get where you're coming from. And to be honest with you, you'll never get where I'm coming from unless you have a handicap. But with that being said, before I end this video, everybody, and I mean everybody, I didn't make this channel just for people that have cerebral palsy or other disabilities. I made this for everybody. People who can walk, people that have disabilities, people that don't have disabilities. Every one of you is welcome to the Hot Wheels Mama's Fam Talk Show. So don't ever be afraid to ask me questions, because I will answer them. And like I said, guys, I like when people ask me questions. I don't know why, but I like the interaction. I feel like when I have the interaction with you guys, then I have done something right. Then I know I'm doing my job right for you guys. Then I know it's getting across to you guys. And honestly, guys, that's all I ever wanted, to get my message across to you. And once again, guys, I want to make this platform bigger than myself. eventually my dreams are to go to different schools and share my story with you. And when I'm doing this, guys, I'm not doing it for people to feel sorry for me for what I went through. I'm doing it to help people cope with whatever's going on. And if I could take that pain away from you for 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes, sometimes it's longer than that. If I could take that pain away from you and for you not to have to think about something that's going on with you, I'm here to stay, because then I know you're interested, then I know you're taking to heart what I'm saying, because as I said to you guys once before, this is not easy for me to talk about. I honestly do not like talking in front of a camera, but you guys have made it easy for me because you guys come back for more content. And I appreciate each and every one of you for allowing me to come into your home and share my story with you each and every time I upload a video. Now, once again, with that being said, I'm really going to end this video here today. But before I do that, I'm going to remind you, if you have not already done so, please go ahead and subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload new videos. Please make sure you share, comment, and like my videos because it helps the channel. And by you sharing my videos, they get across the world. People from other countries subscribe to this channel because they need to hear something. And that's why I continue to do these videos as much as I do. That's why I pump these videos out every day like I do. So you guys can share my story with other people. And then they can share my story with other people. And on and on. Well, with that being said, y'all, never say you can't. Always say you can. And please, never give up. And from my daughter to you, try your best each and every day. And keep striving for what you believe in and what you want out of life. You do that, you can accomplish anything. Like I said, guys, don't let anybody ever tell you you can't enjoy something in life because you have a disability. Well, guys, thank you for letting me run my mouth for over 30 minutes. Thank you for allowing me to come into your home once again and share my story. And continue to tell your family and friends to subscribe. And make sure they tell their family and friends to subscribe. And as I said, the second video is just going to be a video. I'm not doing a live for the second video. The only reason why I did a live today is because I missed it yesterday. So I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.